Hi all, I'm Eliran from Humanz, and I'll showcase for you today how we use Elastic at Humanz to turn faster access to data into ROI. Okay, so who am I? I'm Eliran from Humanz, from Tel Aviv. I'm 32 years old with a MSc in computer science. I'm a software engineer, and I was in an intelligence division unit in the Israeli army called A200, where I developed software and led a team of 12 developers doing mostly data processing and machine learning algorithms, which I can really say nothing about. I am using Elastic since 2014 and also contributed to the community with the Elasticsearch SQL plugin, if you know it. And after 6 years of service, I teamed up with 4 of my best friends, they are right here, and created Humanz, which is an influencer campaign management platform where you can find the best influencer for your brand. And I can tell you personally that it works. Not because I wrote the code, but because my wife is an influencer, and she's the best thing I found there. OK, so Humanz, as I said, is an influencer campaign management platform. And it's all-in-one solution. It's covering all aspects of campaigns, from discovering and managing influencers to measuring and paying to them. So when we started, the influencer field was in a mess. People were using influencers, but ineffectively. We started by analyzing influencers' audience. And we, as Israelis with chutzpahs, we went to the offices of the companies and told them, you are using the wrong influencer and getting the worst ROI. For example, a beauty company, a big beauty company, were using beautiful female influencers, but their audience was mostly male followers that just waiting to them to post a picture in bikini. And so we took one of their campaigns that was running, and we analyzed the likers and the commenters of the campaign. And we found out that more than 80% of them were male, which was not in their target group. So we went to them and showed them the report, and they were sure we can vet them influencers, and we got them as the first client. So fast forward 5 years, and we are now working with more of 300 of the top brands in the world that got us as a client, and I will showcase for you today how we use Elastic to get all those clients. So let's start with what is an influencer. Influencer is, how we define it, is a user on the social network with more than 2,000 followers. But those followers is not just any follower. There should be a real person, not just a company behind it or a bot. And how many influencers are there? More than 200 million of influencers that we currently know of. And it's not just knowing the influencers, it's not just discovering them. You need to keep track those influencers and to find new rising stars. For example, a new rising star can be people that just got to reality shows and now they're interesting. But there are influencers that can become irrelevant, like users and people from reality shows 3 months later. So you need to always keep track and to find who is not relevant and people that you just don't want to work with anymore, like Mr. Kanye West, for example. So when we started the company, we worked only on Israel with about 25,000 influencers, and we worked on a simple RDS. So this simple RDS, we had aggregations of the followers that happened nightly, and we didn't have a content search. We just have you can find influencers by statistics and by their audience statistics. But when we tried to add content search, we came to a problem. We already grew to several countries, and we didn't manage to do it with the RDS. It kept failed. So we had to find a better solution, and we chose Elastic. With Elastic, we are now tracking more than 1.2 million influencers, which we save about half here of data about them, the piece of content they creating, and we offer our clients to search it, and it make a real impact for them, so they can see influencers and how it works and how the campaign will be like. Second. Okay, so there was a technical slide about how we save the influencers index. I'll try to explain to you how we save it. So we first have a big index of the influencers itself, but we keep it very light. We save statistics about the influencers, and for content, we don't save the content as a whole. We just save array of hashtags, mentions, and captions they used. So in that way, it's a simple index which you need to update frequently, and you can do it with a lot of more complex structure with nested objects and parent-child, because it will be hard to maintain. And we also merging influencers when we understand this YouTube influencer is the same TikTok influencer, and we merge them, and this way we can do it easily and actually cheaper. But we also save the content itself. We have more than 200 tweets, and that maybe we can free up some space if things will not go good with Elon. And tweets and TikTok videos, etc. So where you click on an influencer, you can see it more clearly with aggregations and data about him. So our clients use the search tool. They search it first by targeting the influencer itself. They search for the influencer, what they want to see in an influencer. Then they search on the audience, as you can see here. So this is the index, the big index that I talked about, and the post indices that we have to complete the data after you want to dive into an influencer and see the real content. So as I said, the clients search for the influencer first, and then they go and search for content to see how the campaign will feel like. They can search for caption, they can search for highlights text, mentions, hashtags, location name, and they can also have a free textual search that we have some kind of algorithm with boosting different stuff on each social network. On Instagram, for example, we chose bio as first, most boosted, then highlights text, captions. Afterwards, there are hashtags and mentions, of course, and eventually a location name. This gives our client the option to do some searches that help him, not for filling the campaign, but also filtering influencers. Some of our clients use it as a brand safety tool, and some of them also just check if the influencers that they want to work with posted something for their competitors, so they just don't want to work with him. And we also have a big chunk of our clients are media agencies and influencer agencies. They have lists in our platform, and what makes the difference for them that they can do proposal to their clients in a matter of seconds. They have lists prepared on the platform. They can search for content. For example, here, burgers. They choose some of the influencers that they want to work with, and they just send it to their client. The client sees KPIs for the campaign calculated in real time with some algorithms that we run on based on the content that was generated. And then the advertiser can see and feel how the campaign will look like in a matter of seconds. OK, so I talked about discovery, but the main deal we offer to our client is measuring campaigns, and we want to measure the real impact. There are two types of campaign, two main types, and each of them offers us a different challenge. One of them is awareness campaign, which what you normally think of when thinking about influencers campaigns, and then we focus on measuring the target audience engagement, meaning we take each liker and each commenter, we identify him and see if it fits the client needs. And on the other side is performance campaign, where we measure sales, leads, app downloads generated in real time. We could only do those measurements with Elastic, and I will deep dive inside every one of them to explain to you how we do it on Elastic. So for awareness campaign, this is how the report looks like from the client side on a campaign of awareness. So we analyze each liker and commenter. We run ML algorithm to identify the demographic and interest of those users. And we showed for our clients prior to the campaigns prior to using the system, 40% increase in qualified engagement. So qualified engagement is when a user is identified as on the target group of the campaign, he calculated as a qualified engagement. On this campaign, there is 70,000 qualified engagement from 140,000. So we do this aggregation in real time. We offer to our clients to see it in the all campaign aspect and influencer aspects and on even a single post. We do it so the clients can check and optimize their campaign like they do on other platforms like Facebook. They can filter the campaign and for certain times or for a certain influencer and see how the qualified engagement goes. They can then offer more job for certain influencers or find lookalikes to get more of qualified engagement. We can only do it with a terms lookup and aggregation, a combination of those. For people who don't familiar with it or just want to know how we do it fast, we have a big index for the followers index, for the users who engaged, where we run algorithms on them and inference the city, country, district, gender, age, etc., to understand if it's on the target group. And then we have another index where we save the engagement, the engagers' IDs of the campaign. And we build dynamically a should query that take the posts that were on the filter, for example, campaigns posts, and we build dynamically the should query. That's why we can do like a join in Elasticsearch, like an inner query, and make it very fast using the Elasticsearch capabilities of aggregations. So moving on to performance campaigns. On performance campaigns, we developed a pixel which we install on our client's website, and it gives the opportunity for our influencers, as you can see in this lovely video, to go to the website and create a unique link from each place on the website. If the people that go to this link, for example, the influencer posted in his story or sending to his community, if people will do a conversion, for example, buy a product, we then track on real time and give the conversion, give a commission to the influencer. How we do it, we take all the data from our clients' websites, we put events on Elastic, and if the clients have a campaign running on our system, we take the lead generated and we track the journey back to try to find the Humanz link at the end of it. When we do it, we then immediately reward an influencer and told him, this link worked, you get a commission. When we do so, we don't do it for our clients. They can live with getting the report in a few hours, but our influencers want to see it in real time, because when they see it, it motivates them to create more and more and more content and drive more sales. So in closing, Elastic helped us increase the qualified engagement for our client in 40%, where they can do optimization for the campaigns in real time on awareness campaign. On performance campaign, we show increase of 1,100% of pieces of content generated compared to awareness campaign. And with it, we show a decrease of 70% time spent managing those campaigns, contrary to awareness campaign, where more content means more time managing, on performance campaign, we show a decrease. Because when the client sees sales and the influencer see the sales, they don't care about each post should be perfect or the content should be amazing. They just want to see more and more sales happens in the website. So that's it.